There needs to be a scalable format, essentially overall, for one, serving content, as well as for advertisers that are going to be able to monetize that content for publishers. It needs to be something simple, it's scalable overall. Right now, there's several players, obviously, that are out there. The challenge for it is that, one, they're all built differently. Two, that they're all different sizes, which makes it difficult for an advertiser to develop easy and quick creative across every player. So right now, they're having to develop, one piece of creative per player out everywhere on every publisher. So there needs to be something that's a little bit more scalable for each player, as well as, it's easy enough for an advertiser to help monetize that player for publishers.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your customers, the people who use your service, and your business model.
Sure. So, our customers are, digital advertising and media buying agencies globally. So for us, we work with them to help serve all of their interactive digital advertising, whether it's in-page, and specifically what we're talking about with this is through in-stream as well. So we want to make sure that they're able to serve any type of interactive format when it comes to video. For right now, the challenge is as we're talking about, there's no, the standards and scalability doesn't really exist in the industry. With the universal in-stream framework that we've helped develop and that we're working with publishers to integrate, it gives that opportunity for our advertisers, which are several thousand agencies in the U.S. alone, to go out and be able to create one piece of advertising that'll work across multiple players and multiple publishers through the in-stream format.
Okay, so where does that initiative stand with the IAB and standardization?
So the IAB is working on a couple of their own formats. One, they have something that's called, I think it's the VPAID, Video Player Ad Interface definition, I think actually. So with that, it offers up the recommended standards that they are asking publishers to adopt overall, which they feel will be something that's compatible with what advertisers are offering. Our universal in-stream framework will offer VPAID functionality, the same type of formats it currently does right now, but also offers the ability for publishers to be able to step outside the box and create something a little bit different, something a little bit more interactive beyond the normal formats as advertisers ask publishers to do. This is an example of one of our interactive pre-rolls when it comes to in-stream advertising. Currently right now, the typical advertising model is a fixed roll. What this does is it offers the user, as opposed to being forced to watch a 30-second video ad, instead, as they go to the content or right before the content typically starts, what they'll get is the same type of player, but an opportunity to interact with the ad. So this one calls for you to roll over to rotate the cue for an infinity vehicle. You can look inside here and start working with all 6 different videos that the advertisers put in here. It offers up, obviously the audio, video in it, as well as the ability to interact fully with it. It's a completely different type of ad experience and allows the advertiser to also offer up, metrics that are a little bit more dynamic beyond impressions and clicks. It's all about being interactive and obviously offering, the consumer something that's engaging, something that's appropriate from an ad perspective when it comes to the content. So we're focusing on our in-stream technology and helping develop formats and standardization across the entire industry. We do everything from interactive pre-rolls to bugs and tickers, anything that offers the user an opportunity to interact with that ad, take over the entire player, as opposed to just the small, only being able to see something at the bottom of the player, but instead it started off that way, but take over the entire content and allow the advertiser to really maximize the space of a player.